Here are some tricks on how to put all of the angles in radians on the unit circle. So we're going to start by just memorizing the first quadrant. Remember, we did this earlier where we really looked at how to put all of the angles on properly, and we did a lot of things together. This is simply, how do I memorize it? How do I remember how to put all of the angles down very quickly? So this first angle at the beginning on the positive x-axis is either 0 radians or 2 pi radians. Then if we go straight up, that's our 90-degree angle or our pi over 2 angle. I also find it very helpful to quickly do the other two x and y axis angles. So if we go a full 180 degrees, let's remember that's pi radians. And if we go all the way down to the bottom, how many pi over 2 pieces of pi have we used? Well, 3 pi over 2 is the angle going straight down for 270 degrees. It's 3 pi over 2 radians. Now, in the first quadrant, we're going to memorize that this first angle is 30 degrees, which is our pi over 6 radians. The second angle is 45 degrees or pi over 4 radians. And the third angle is 60 degrees or pi over 3 radians. Now, the next thing to help us remember how to do all of the rest of the angles is that our quadrants are all sort of special in how they get their numerators. So quadrant 2 is the -1 quadrant, quadrant 3 is the +1 quadrant, and quadrant 4 is the 2n minus 1 quadrant. So if we start at the pi over 6 dot and go straight left, straight down, straight right, and straight up, we get that every single one of these dots that we have connected gets a denominator of 6. So all 4 of these dots that we have connected get a denominator of 6. In the second quadrant, we do 6, which is our denominator, minus 1, because this is the -1 quadrant. 6 minus 1 is 5, so this will be 5 pi over 6. In the third quadrant, this is the +1 quadrant, so take the denominator and add 1. 6 plus 1 is 7 pi over 6. Finally, in the fourth quadrant, this is the 2n minus 1 quadrant. So what is 2 times the denominator 6 minus 1? Well, that's 11. So this will be the angle 11 pi over 6 radians. We're going to repeat this process with the other two denominators. So we can see the middle dot in each one of these we can connect using a straight line going up, down, left, right. So all of these will have denominators of 4. This line has a denominator of 4. It is the -1 quadrant. 4 minus 1 is 3, 3 pi over 4. This middle line has a denominator of 4. It's the +1 quadrant. 4 plus 1 is 5, 5 pi over 4. The last quadrant, that middle line is a denominator of 4. This is the 2n minus 1 quadrant. So 2 times 4 minus 1 is 7. This is the 7 pi over 4 angle. Now the remaining dots can be connected again with a rectangle. There's lots of symmetry happening here. And these are all the denominator 3 angles. So 3 minus 1 is 2. This is the angle 2 pi over 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. This is the angle 4 pi over 3. And 3 times 2 minus 1 is 5. So this is the angle 5